Hello, Rod, Broken Nickel Garage. So most people choose motorcycle tires based on opinions. I track mine with data, cost per mile, weight, tread depth, and today we're upgrading the tires on my 26 IBEX 450. Because when you're out in loose gravel and that rear tire starts slipping and kicking out, that pucker factor gets real quick. And for a BDR build, good enough doesn't cut it. Every tire I run goes into a spreadsheet. I track the price, miles installed and removed, total cost, cost per mile, weight, and tread depth, and some notes on overall tire. So over time, this shows me what tires actually perform, not what just feels good on day one. That way I'm not just relying on random opinions. I've got real data from my own riding and real conditions. This bike is getting set up for backcountry riding and motocamping. So I want something I can trust when I'm miles away from the pavement. So these are the stock CST tires, and honestly they weren't terrible. On pavement, totally fine. Even on cold and frosty highways, they were predictable. But once I got into some loose dirt and gravel, that's where they started to fall apart for me. The rear would slip around under throttle, the front didn't have a lot of bite, and that's where the pucker factor started showing up. Overall, they don't inspire me for confidence. So I'm switching to Motoz. Up front, I've got the Rallz, the 90-90-21. On the rear, I'm running the Motoz Tractionator Adventure in a 140/80/18. These are much more aggressive tires, designed for real off-road riding, not just light gravel. They've got stronger sidewalls, deeper tread, and a reputation for durability. And for me, that matters, not just performance, but because I track all my tire data. I'm not just hoping these are better, I know. And in time, I'm going to show. So with running these and tracking some information, I'll be able to determine whether these are a good tire. So before I install these tires, I need to get some baseline data information. So let's start with the weight. We'll get the front tire on my digital electronic scale, and it comes in at 11 pounds and 1 ounce. And I'm measuring 16/32 of tread. Now we'll roll the rear tire, get it on the scale. And I'm coming up with 19 pounds and 2 ounces with 17/32 of tread. And this is where it gets interesting, because this isn't just weight, it's rotating mass. A heavier tire takes more power to spin up and more power to slow down. So that affects acceleration, braking, even throttle response. So it can also impact fuel range, because the engine has to work harder to keep that weight spinning. You know, on a big 1200cc bike, you probably will not notice a pound or 2 or 3 pound difference. But on a little bike like this little 450, it could be very noticeable. But there is a trade-off. With a heavier tire usually means a stronger carcass, better puncture resistance, and typically better tire life, longer tire life. At least that's the theory, right? So while you might give up a little performance, you gain durability and reliability, especially important for backcountry riding. For me, it's always a balance, and that's exactly why I track the data. Give it to me. So I don't know how long these are going to last, but I'll try to do a follow-up as I burn these tires down. It might be a few months, it might be middle of summer, I don't know. Just depends on how much I can get out on this one. Now I did go slightly bigger on the rear, so I went with the 140/80 instead of the stock sizing. In the stock sizing, the choices were a little limited, so I opted to go larger. And it was intentional. So that gives me a little larger contact patch, better traction in loose terrain, and more stability under throttle. And it should also help in sand and deep loose gravel. It'll be less digging and more flotation. At least that's the theory. And it might even help my highway RPMs a little. Now the trade-off is a little more weight, so I'll also probably feel a slightly slower turn in when I'm carving it down a canyon on a 2-lane blacktop. Just a glorious day to be out on a bike. This last snowstorm sure brought some color back to the mountains. We got a little 1,100 miles on the IBEX. So I'm kind of got a pretty good understanding on fuel economy. So we'll kind of watch and see what it does now with these heavier tires. That rear tire is about 4 pounds heavier. Well, they can break it loose. Oh, frickin' washboards. Jeez. Those are no fun. I gotta adjust that mirror. That's a little too soft on adjustment. Man, I don't remember it being this bad out here in washboards. Well, we just did a quick about 35-mile loop, some in town, some dirt road, some pavement, highway. I can definitely tell they're new. They've got the wobble, to be expected. RPMs are definitely a little lower with that bigger tire. Not 100% sure, but at 70 miles an hour, I think I'm 250, 300 RPMs less. It seems to still be pretty spunky. Might have lost a tiny bit down low in the low RPM range, but I think I'm going to like them. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have run this combination, the Rallz with the Tractionator in the rear. I would love to hear your feedback, good, bad. And I think I'm going to like it. Let me know what you think. And make sure you like and subscribe. That would help me tremendously. And I appreciate your time. Hope you all have an awesome day.